Then the due diligence process. Okay. So due diligence is nothing but the regulatory compliance check or the investor protections check or the mis-selling or the avoid mis-selling, whatever is a legal risk or a risk which distributor are othering, all those risks and their processes, or whether they are comprising with all the regulatory compliances, all these checks are known as due diligence. So AMFI has decided some criteria for distributors. So there are almost 1 lakh distributors are empaneled with the AMFI, but it is not feasible to check or do audit for all these distributors. Okay, so there is AMFI has given some criteria. Okay, all whoever is meeting that particular criteria, for all those distributors, we will have to undertake a due diligence. To undertake this due diligence, we will have to do the audit of all those distributors. Which this audit generally comprises the suitability and rights of product selection, then whether that particular distributor is complying with all the regulatory compliances, whether the investor protection is adherence or not, or any mis-selling or any legal risk is carrying or not. Okay? So this particular exercise ideally AMCs has to do with those distributors, but again it is not feasible for all 48 AMCs to do a separate audit for all those distributors. So what AMFI has done, AMFI is doing a audit for all those distributors, and respective AMCs, wherever these distributors are empaneled, all those distributor shares this cost of audit. So instead of every AMC doing a separate audit for all these distributors, AMFI as a regulator or as a moderator, they are doing all the audits. Also, AMFI is not doing audit on there itself. Okay, they have appointed different CAs. Again, for one single CA, it is not feasible to do audits for multiple distributors. So there are multiple CAs has been appointed by the AMFI to do this regulatory audits. Okay, so every distributor will conduct an audit of almost 25 to 30 distributors on all these points, and they complete the audit and they submit the audit report to the AMFI. Now AMCs, wherever these distributors are empaneled, all those AMCs have to get this audit report from the AMFI, and for that AMFI charging some amount. Why? Because they are again appointing a CA, and those CAs also charged AMFI for their respective distributors audit. So all this cost gets passed back to the AMC, and AMC has to borrow. AMC has to bond particular cost. Okay, so this particular audit has to be done by the AMFI appointed by the CS. Post this audit, AMFI sends the due diligence certificate or due diligence report to respective AMCs wherever these distributors are empaneled. Okay. Now, when I've said earlier that there are some conditions, so distributors who are maintaining those conditions are entitled to get the due diligence criteria. So what are these conditions? The distributor whose AUM is greater than 100 crore. Okay. Then the distributor earning a commission per annum commission of greater than 1 crore, or a distributor who is earning a commission of greater than 50 lakhs from one per single AMC, or the distributor operates via multiple points, multiple presence across more than 20 locations. Okay. Any of these conditions gets satisfied with any distributor, all those distributors are under the due diligence criteria, and AMFI has to do a due diligence for all those distributors. Okay. So these are the four conditions. If any distributor is meeting with any of these condition, then MP will do a due diligence for that particular distributor. Okay. So wherever AUM is greater than 100 crore, any distributor earning a commission of 1 crore, greater than 1 crore per annum across the industry, commission earning commission greater than 50 lakh from one single AMC, or any distributor having presence across more than 20 locations in India. These are the criteria. Any distributor fits in one of these criteria are eligible for due diligence criteria. So for MFI, will do a due diligence for all those distributors. So as of now, I think with the latest list, there are around more than 3,000 distributors are meeting these conditions, and all those distributors all these distributors are coming under the due diligence criteria, and for all those distributors, MP will do a audit for all these 3,000 odd distributors. Now, if any distributor is falling under this criteria and he is getting empaneled with any AMC, then distributor has before empanelment, AMC has to get a due diligence certificate or due diligence report from the MFI. Now, it happened or it may have happened with distributors when they are going for online registration or online empanelment on our website, and they have got the error stating you are under due diligence criteria. That means you are meeting one of the conditions, and for that you will first have to uh, do the due diligence, and then only you can empanel with the AMC. So what we do, any distributor is falling under this criteria, we generally get a declaration from distributor stating that he is going to empanel with us, and AMFI can share his due diligence report to the respective AMC for the empanelment. So that particular NOC we submitted to the AMFI along with the whatever the charges for that particular due diligence. All those will be submitted to MFI, and post that only we get the due diligence certificate from MFI, and then we can empanel that particular distributor. Okay. So that is the reason. This is the reason why sometimes you get an error while doing empanelment on the website. So that's it with due diligence.
Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme related documents carefully.